Hey guys, I'm BDC. This is Minecraft. I spent the last couple hours caving, and I got quite a few diamonds, some gold, so a stack and then some of diamonds. I did use some of the diamonds to repair my armor, so I did lose a little bit of that. But also, I got a bunch of iron and a whole bunch of coal and a little bit more lapis and redstone and stuff. I got a lot of redstone there. And of course all this, but I'll show you what that is in a second. I didn't get that from caving. I just got that out of the chest in my house. Makes it really easy to get it. I did upgrade the beacon with more iron. So that's where all of the iron went. Oh yeah, that's right. I got a ton. Should have a ton of cobble. Well, not too much. I got a little bit of cobble. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so I did upgrade this one more level. Unfortunately, it's still not at the secondary power level. I thought it only had to go one more level. Unfortunately, I was wrong. That means I need a lot more iron, like a lot of iron, if I want to finish this. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. That is kind of a pain. Caving for all that iron is a pain. And even then, after that, I still have to tear down these hills. And you know what? There are going to be a bunch of hills. If we look, kind of look at where the crosshair is, you can see there's a bunch of hills up, like where my crosshair is, and then a little bit to the right, and a little to the left, and there's a lot of hills. There's a lot of hills. So I'm thinking the best way to do this is probably going to be TNT. I originally didn't want to do that because I thought it was going to be too much of a pain. But I noticed that some of the other guys on the server have been using the old school mob farms where it just collects, whatever. And then where, any mob spawns. Wait, where did my horse go? Where are all the sheep? What the hell? They're there, I just can't see them. Hello? Oh, you know what? I should feed my cows. Hold on. Hold on. Let me grab some wheat. Gah. I gotta make a better wheat farm. Well, I mean, I don't really need this for right this second, but, crap, man. Yeehaw. So anyways, what I was going to do was I was going to, create a small, old-school mob farm and just get a bunch of gunpowder and then try to blow up the hills that way. I think, ultimately, that will be faster than trying to dig out the hills. Because even if I try to dig out the hills, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up having to stop after a short amount of time in order to. These are all ghost. These are all ghost wheat. Well, some of it is, anyways. Yeah, this is all. Oh, it's even ghost in my inventory. Yeah, that. Anyways. Oh, there's my horse. Of course. So I'm going to have to stop and dig out all the mountains. And then, well, I have to dig out the mountains, and then I have to stop to go and sit at a... Oh, man. Like, oh, it's doing this again. I'm going to have to log out and log back in to feed these, but... I'm going to have to stop and repair my tools. And repairing the tools means sitting around a mob spawner for 15, 20 minutes or whatever in order to get enough levels to repair it once, and then repairing it again, and then repairing it again, and that's just going to take a long time. So I think, ultimately, going the TNT route, which I originally thought would be less efficient and take longer, is probably going to be faster. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to relog, I'm going to feed these cows, and then I'm going to go and find a nice spot. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am at the location where I plan on making the old school mob trap. I'm just a little bit off the shoreline, so it's not really It's not really that far. It's not like I sailed out into the ocean or nothing, so. Shoreline is right there. I just wanted to be away from the land just enough so that I didn't have to go and try to light up everything. You know what, let me drop a torch right there. As you can see off in the distance, I was originally going to make something up above the water, but then I was like, forget it, because it was just going to take way too many resources. I started like making the platform and stuff. I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, why don't I just make it underneath the water? So I dug down a little bit. I found some cave systems. I went through, I lit up as much as I possibly could. So a lot of the cave systems should be lit up. And almost all the damage that I have is from drowning. Because I was trying to make this damn thing, and I ended up taking a little bit of drowning damage, but whatever. I did start to clear out the area where the platforms are going to be. And I know it's kind of funny, like, I have to clear out an area, which is basically the same thing that I would be doing with the mountains and such, in order to make the mob trap. So, it's like, in order to clear out something, I have to clear out something else. But this isn't really bad, because as you can see, a lot of this is dirt. A lot of this that I've already cleared was dirt as well. Because I'm so close to the water line, that, oh, we got a little bit of lag there, you know, that a lot of this is dirt. And with the shovel, dirt goes so fast, like, look at that. Oh. So that's really no biggie. No biggie whatsoever. Now, I haven't made an old school mob trap since, man, since I played a single-player world, which was 1.5 beta? What do I say? 1.4 beta? 1.5? No. Maybe 1.3? Maybe 1.3? Oh, it was a long friggin' time ago. It was a long time ago. That is faux show. So I don't want to make an unbelievably massive mob spawner here. What is with this lag, dude? I don't want to make a really, really big mob spawner. I just want to make it big enough where I can, you know, sit around for a few minutes and collect some gunpowder. That's the goal, really. So I don't need massive amounts of, well, hell, I don't need massive amounts of anything, really, that mobs drop. I don't need, like, arrows. Well, if I want anything from, like, zombies or spiders or really any other mob, there are mob traps, spawn traps that I've already set up. Like, I made the skeleton one. I made the double zombie one, which Pyro now uses for all his books and such. Books and such. So, it doesn't need to be that big. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go equal direction this way now. I haven't, like I said, I haven't made a mob trap in so friggin' long. I'm not really even sure how to make it. I'm going to have to go and look at a tutorial or something, because I know I need to make, like, platforms and stuff. And then I need to have, oh, hey now. This is bad. Oh, little too close to the wall. Hey, Squiddy, get out! Oh, get out of here! Get the hell out of here, man! Get out of here! Oh, this is gonna suck. Damn it! Oh man, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, this is gonna suck. This is area, I'm not gonna do that area right now. That's gonna take too long. That is gonna take too long. I hope that's just like that one little area. Otherwise, that's gonna be a pain. So I know I have to make like platforms and such, but I'm not really certain how to get the mobs to fall off. I think they're just gonna wander off, if I recall. And I believe I have to put signs on the side, or possibly, what do you call it? Trapdoors. Because I believe the mobs think that it's a full block, so they walk out onto it, and then they start wandering around, and they end up falling off. And I believe it can't be any more than 2 up. I don't know. I'll have to check the wiki. I mean, if you guys know, by all means, leave some comments and tell me what the best method that you've figured out was. Certainly, if you guys can, look at that. See, like once I get to the dirt, it's no problem. Burp, 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 burp. Right away. There we go. So, if you guys have a good method, then please let me know. And I will do my best to replicate. Now, yeah, that's not bad. I'm gonna keep going out this way a little bit. Man, what is with the lag? I'm gonna keep going out this way a little bit and see if I'm just gonna see if, what do you call it? Oh, there's gonna be any falling sand on me. As long as there's no falling sand over here, I should be good. Maybe I'm thinking it's just that little area. So the other thing I wanted to mention was I am currently working on a pretty big custom map. I'm not referring to Kingdom of the Sky 3. Yes, I am. Well, we are working on that, but it's been put on hold temporarily because we have a very important map that we're going to be creating and releasing soonish. So if you would like to join the build team, the Broken Buttons, there is a link in the description of this video. And if you're a good builder, then we'll take you on the team because this is a pretty big, pretty important project that we're going to be working on. Possibly, well, maybe not the most important, but definitely a very important map that we're going to be making. So if you want to be part of it, just apply. Again, link in the description. The other thing that I wanted to talk about very briefly was the Boston Festival of Indie Games. And I know I'm just going to be like breaking blocks for this, but I got to do it, man. Got to do it. So the Boston Festival of Indie Games was pretty fun. There was not too many people there. I mean, it's not like a massive... It's not like it's a massive convention or anything. You know, PAX, I think PAX sees something, PAX East anyways, sees something to the effect of like 70 to 80,000 people per day. This convention was probably maybe 3,000 in total. Oh, it's storming. Maybe 3,000 in total. But even so, I still managed to meet about 20 or so fans, maybe a little more. It was pretty cool. You know, some of the guys who walked, they would like walk by me and they would go, "Is that you, BTC?" And they're like, "Hey, what's up?" Because they like, I could tell like they weren't totally sure. Like, is that him? Like, I don't want to get his attention. Like, it's like yelling someone's name only for it to not be them. It's like, oops, sorry, wrong guy. My bad. Oh, storming pretty bad. But it was pretty cool. Got to meet some fans, like I said, some cool guys, and cool guys and girls, of course. And that's one of my absolute favorite thing about doing this particular type of work is being able to meet you guys. And a lot of people, like, I don't know, like I guess they're like, they can be like shy around me and stuff like that, or shy around anybody, but really, I mean, it's for me, I don't think of myself, any different, really. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. Except for that, you know, that one guy who jumps into his pants with both legs at a time. But, you know, don't, like, if I'm ever at a convention or something, don't ever hesitate to just, you know, come up and say hi. Oh, and speaking of that sort of stuff, I think this is going to be the end of the wall right here. Speaking of that sort of stuff, I'm thinking about putting together a get-together for Mindcrack fans in Massachusetts and the neighboring area, sometime in October. Nebris will be back in Massachusetts at that point. Baj is going to be visiting as well in Massachusetts. So it would either be in Providence at the Dave & Buster's there, or I think there's a Dave & Buster's somewhere in Massachusetts. I'm not 100% on where it is, though. But that would kind of be the deal. There's really not much elsewhere we could probably have it. So that's kind of the plan. I don't know when it would happen. As soon as I find out, I, of course, will let you guys know. Now, again, this is going to be a pain. I'm going to have to Oh, what the... I'm going to have to go through all this. Hey, guy. You seem to be having some difficulties there. So I'm going to have to go through this very carefully. But if you have any ideas or methods that you use for this sort of mob trap, please let me know. Anyways, I think I'm going to end this one here. I got to work on this. When I get back, hopefully it should be up and running. And then we can get back to clearing the land and start actually working on Winterfell. I need to come up with some wall designs as well. So anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Certainly would appreciate it if you hit that like button. Thank you for watching. Remember, always blame the controller, because it's never your fault. Oh, yes, and expect the indie game festival videos in the next couple days. Oh, gotcha. Every time I get hit, it sounds like I'm taking a picture. It's like, oh, look, flash photography. Oh, no, wait, that's a bullet to the face. Ow. Oh, no. Oh, he died. No. Oh, crap. Crap. Oh, my whole ship. I'm gonna die. My whole ship is gonna die. Oh, no. Oh, crap. That might actually be not that difficult. Oh, crap. Oh.